Here we are in one of the master cabins. We've got a hatch in the center which has got a sunscreen and a mosquito net there. There's a couple of low energy lights at the back for reading, and a shelf to put your personal bits and pieces on. Underneath the berth there's one drawer and two cupboards. And underneath the seat here there's another cupboard, and a further cupboard here. Behind the door there's a full-length hanging wardrobe. In the heads there's a manual flushing toilet. There is an electric conversion for it. There's also a built-in shower, wash hand basin and mirror. There's another full-length wardrobe. Under the floor there's access to the water tanks and bilge pumps. And then in the aft cabin there's a heads on the outboard side with a nice shower in it, and on the inboard side behind the door there is a little wash hand basin. The aft berth has got one of the two fuel tanks underneath and shelves on the left and the right hand side of it. Above it is the galley. So we come down to the cabin on the starboard side. Yet again, a full-length wardrobe. Exactly the same arrangement. Likewise, there's cupboards on the outboard side and a cupboard underneath the seat. The aft cabin on this side is exactly the same as the one on the other side. Heads with a shower and a wash hand basin on the opposite side of the companionway. So that's 4 cabins, all with ensuite facilities. In the wheelhouse we've got Furuno radar, chart plotter and all the other instruments. Automatic pilot, electric panel to tell you the state of the batteries, micro commander, electric controls, depth finder, which includes the speed, tanks indicators for the black water which have not been used. Underneath the seats there are storage, and at the moment the seats are covered with protective material, but as you can see, the quality of the furnishings is exactly as it was installed 5 years or 10 years ago when the boat was built. Nice varnished table with cupboard space underneath. Under the floor there's a series of cupboards in which I keep tools, spare parts. Up here we have a small cupboard in which we keep our CDs and other bits and pieces. And then in the galley we've got a coffee maker, storing the knives here. Underneath the worktop we've got electric plugs and outlets. Cupboards underneath, there are 3 big ones. We keep pots and pans, cooking stuff and tin food emergency supplies. wash basin with a cupboard underneath and a couple of drawers, one for knives and forks, one we use for our cooking utensils. And then underneath the 4-hob burner there is another cupboard in which you keep chopping boards and other bits and pieces. A proper full-size fridge freezer. Double doors leading to the aft cockpit, where we have got a nice table with enough room for 4 chairs, or for 6 chairs actually around it. Right, over here we've got where I keep my beers in a nice cooler, and underneath there's a cupboard in which we keep our maintenance materials, anti-fouling, oils, etc. We might as well go down to the engine room now. This is the original engine. One end of it is the generator, the other end is the Yanmar engine. It's got a new single-speed gearbox. Originally the boat was fitted with a twin-speed gearbox, but we found it unsatisfactory. There's the micro commander controls, the 8 kVA generator, automatic fire extinguisher. This is the new engine. It was put in a couple of 100 hours ago, and here there's a little switch to link the two batteries together. If one battery fails, then we can use the second engine battery to start the opposite engine. Okay, on the starboard side we've got a built-in washing machine. We've got a 12-foot dinghy. There's a position here for a platform to go ashore. Shower for hot and cold with them. Water pump and automatic fire extinguisher. Normally we keep the handrails covered up to save the sun from burning the varnish. And above us here we've got an extension to the roof so that we can sit down without being burned up by the sun or drowned by the rain. When we go fishing at sea, we've got rod holders on either side, a cupboard in which we can keep big fenders or warps and all the rest of it. At the moment it's empty. We've got storage for fenders and principally the anchor chain and gas locker. We've got 2 anchors on board and 2 winches. Can't be worked together, but they can be worked separately. Outside view of the wheelhouse, we've got 2 opening windows and 3 with windscreen on. In front of them are the 2 hatches to the 2 forward berths, and they are big enough as escape hatches in case of fire. And behind there's a whole bank of solar panels. I hope you enjoy the boat as much as I do, or I have, and this shows you a quick trip around Pandora.